All right, y'all. Welcome back to another super dope episode of the Win and Play podcast with Sean Gary. And of course, that's me. I'm your host, Sean Gary, right? And I have a super dope friend of mine with me today who's going to share some things that are really special. And I'm excited even for her to promote some things that she's got going on in her life. So if you're watching this for the first time, though, and you're like, what is the Win and Play podcast? Why am I here? This is for principals, teachers, and parents, and any other youth advocate. If you're working with young people, this is a great place to be. You have some winning tips, some winning plays, some things that you can learn from other youth advocates. They may be a principal, they may be a youth pastor, they may be a teacher, or even a parent that can give you some ideas on some things they have gone through and how they got through it, some of their struggles, some of their highs and lows, and hopefully you can find something out of there to pull and help you to win. So that's why we're here. Now, before we even let you introduce yourself to those who are watching, we want to tell them at the same time, like and subscribe. So I'm gonna say like and subscribe, and then you can tell them
like and subscribe.
Boom, there we go. All right, now every episode is the same at the beginning because when we're talking about winning plays, we're talking about, sports, right? And different sports, you go to the tournament and you hope to get to the championship game. And if you win, then you win you a ring.
Oh, okay.
So this is the diamond ring that we win here on the Win and Play podcast. It's coming together now. Like you're like, okay, like I get it.
I don't know nothing about this. No sports.
All right, so you pick first. Which one you got? What is that?
Hold on.
You sure? What is that?
I'm still.
Yeah, take a look. Blue raspberry, tongue painted, strawberry.
I kind of wonder. You know what? I'm a very spontaneous person, and I feel like I've been losing my spontaneousness. So I'm gonna bring this back.
Okay.
We
what is that one?
This is lemon lime chill.
Lemon lime chill or chili?
Nah,
lemon
chill.
Lime okay, chill. I was about to say chili. Ooh, that sounds hot. I'm gonna go with this one. Twisted Berry Blast. They got two colors, y'all. They got two colors. All right. So let's break into these bad boys. Thank you for tuning in. I know you're not physically able to eat a ring pop with us, but we are going to. Look at that, two colors. I had a guest tell me one time theirs was broken because they couldn't get it open.
Are we supposed to taste it?
Yeah, we have at it. I remember as a kid wanting these so bad, like made me feel like I had like a real diamond ring,
Yeah, they just was good.
Now my fingers all fat and big and can't really do it like I used to. But anyway, all right, so go ahead and share with the people, introduce yourself, tell them your name, and I want to hear from you first out the gate. What is a highlight that you've had working with youth? Just a highlight, and you can touch on it briefly and we can dive in deeper to it later, or you can just dive in heavy on what that highlight was and what it was like.
Okay. I'm gonna pause before I start talking because I got clear my little throat.
No, you good. Take your time. And some water too. You brought water, but you got water too.
I'm had now.
So you bring water, but we're gonna provide you with some water too. You know what I'm saying?
Official. This is official. This is sponsored.
Got to take care of the guests.
We speaking into the atmosphere.
Yeah, Kroger / Members Mark. I don't know if y'all know what Members Mark is. What is that?
Either that's Costco's or that's Sam's. Costco's is Kirkland.
Okay,
Members Mark is Sam's.
There you go. What's Dollar Tree? Because I done had them too.
Dollar Tree ain't got none. They sell.
No, they got these too.
No, sometimes they sell Kroger's.
Do they?
They sell Kroger's.
It's
the Reds. It's the Reds.
Wow. So you learn something new every day.
I be out in the
every day. Next time I'm gonna be checking for them. Like, let me see. Hey, was right about. Let me see what she.
But they have all kinds. So they have Aquafina. They have the.
They do have different kinds of water.
And they have. I done got Life from there before too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they even got I think a natural spring water too.
Yep,
that we used to get from the vitamin shop. But anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. They want to know who you are. Tell the people who you are. Tell the people who you are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kwayy. Well, hold on. Let me double back. It's your girl Kalyn Kwayy Lee. I have to introduce my real name first. But I am a jack of all trades. I do everything literally: photographer, minister, youth leader, praise and worship leader. I am also right now I'm working as a teacher, teaching career development and life skills. But just an all-around just person who is trying to help people young and old, saved and unsaved, be the person that God has called them to be. And I do that through so many different avenues. Again, music, fashion, photography, however God sees fit at the moment, at the time.
There you go. Boom. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, what was an experience you had that was an unforgettable experience, phenomenal experience? You're like, man, I love working with young people.
Oh, an unforgettable experience. I would restate your question and say a monumental.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, dictionary.
I love when kids are excited to see me. And I'll start I'm gonna explain. So I've always been a person that I worked multiple jobs. And so one day I came home from work, maybe even an event, but I'm pretty sure it was working as a server, and my siblings and their families was over my parents' house. And I walked in the door, and my nieces, all four of my nieces and nephews, ran to the door and said, "Kalyn!" And I was like, that is an unmatched feeling, like to have, like to, in that moment I felt so like love, but it was like a pure love, like innocent. You ain't never did nothing to me, right? But be good to me and just show up for me.
You're the best person in the world.
Right. And I couldn't believe that. I mean, like I couldn't even get up the steps because I got a 14-year-old on my arm, was probably a 7-year-old on my one leg. Then I don't even know how old the other two kids was, but everybody was on me. And that just did something to me. And so my mom and my dad, a lot of times they'll recount a story where my dad had took me to a birthday party I was co-hosting. And when I pulled up, my dad say, because he also cooked for the party, so he, getting food out and stuff like that. But he always says that when he pulled up, the kids went and told the other kids, "Oh, Kwayy outside, Kwayy outside." Wow. They was like so excited and so cheering. But
that's what's up.
Just kind of like the excitement that people get, because I really strive to create like safe spaces for the kids that I work with. Whether it's at the church, whether it's with my nieces and nephews, whether it's at the schools that I work with, I'm like, I want y'all to know that y'all matter, that I love y'all, that I'm here for y'all, and that I care about what y'all are going through or what concerns y'all in this moment. It could be a toy train that concerns you at this moment, and I want you to know that like I'm concerned with that as well. So like,
that's cool.
Just knowing that I create that safe space for kids and they enjoy being in my presence really helps me to just like that's what I would say is a monument.
Yeah, that's huge. No, I love it. And it might tie into the next question, which is usually like where I like to start. So was there something that you experienced at a younger age or at any age that you say, you know what, this experience is so dope, I gotta work with kids? Like, yo, it could be a teacher that you had, it could be just something where something happened and it stuck with you, like, wow, man, I love that teacher. I love that. Man, how did this just happen like this? Man, I got to work with kids, like a concert, like whatever, just anything. Was there something that you can pinpoint to say, you know what, that moment right there?
I really can't pinpoint a moment. I'm pretty sure that there is one. But as long as I can remember, like kids has just always been drawn to me. Like even like people that I've met, in church and different things like that, coming somewhere and I might be holding a baby or like a baby I never met just gravitated towards me. And I had a friend and this was a real situation. He was like, kids just love her. And that really became like a real thing for me. Like it wasn't just in my family, it wasn't just with my nieces and nephews. It was anywhere I went, any church that I went to. And I think too, like just being an artist, being a rapper, even like being a part of Tribe Blessed, like being the anomaly, I guess you could say, being the only girl with 3 other boys who've been doing their ministry for years on end, to come and to bring a different flavor to the group. And maybe people already knew me or didn't know me. That's how they were introduced to me. Just like that just kids just drawn to me and just feel like, man, I don't know what it is about you, but I want to be around you. And so I would say just kind of experiencing that consistently. And I've had other experiences too where I feel like I was kind of the outcasted kid. So coming into spaces and again creating that safe space for people to be validated, for people to feel valued, and different things like that. You know, as they say, like your love language, your bucket gets filled, that you're able to do something for somebody that you wish that somebody did for you, or if they did do that for you, you're able to like replicate that. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you talking about the nieces and nephews? You got siblings? How many siblings do you have?
So I have two biological siblings.
Okay.
I have an older sister and an older brother.
Okay.
And then they each have 2 kids apiece, a girl and a boy. Well, actually, no.
You want to shout them out or no?
Can't say that, but yes, shout out to my big sister Marisha. She's like my second mom.
Let's go.
She is awesome, amazing, supports me everything that I do. Literally my best friend. I always tell her I don't know what I would do without her.
That's what's up.
And then
That's
my brother Rashay, Big Rah, Big Shay. He is my role model in terms of what success looks like in creating generational wealth.
Come on now.
And so
what's his name? Shay?
Rashay.
No, what's the close like we family name?
Oh, we literally just call each other like Rashay, but the kids call him Rah.
Rah. Let me hold something. We got some sponsorships we need.
Right,
There's tour going on. Look. Sow a good seed into some good ground. Generational wealth.
Generational
Let's go.
wealth, literally.
I love it.
But even
I wasn't joking.
Even in terms of just like knowledge and different things like that, I always say that they was the smartest ones.
How much older are they?
So my sister, she is 10 years older than me.
Oh, okay,
and then my brother is 7.
Okay.
7 years older than me.
Nice.
So I turned 23 last year. He turned 30. So
okay.
And then my sister, we turned the same age every year. Like the ending is the same every year. So,
no, that's what's up.
Yeah. But they have, my sister, she has 4 kids. And then my brother, he has 2. So my sister, her kids is Cadence. Then we have an angel in the sky named Eden.
Oh, nice.
And then we have Kari. And then we have our brand new baby, Shiloh. Big Shy. And then for my brother, his kids is Arjun and Zara.
Nice. So that means, let me see, how many people you just named? That's how many new views we should get on this.
Yeah, I'm sending them to them. Y'all make sure y'all tuned in. Y'all
right. Y'all got shout out real nice.
Support Kale. Support Pal. Come on.
Yeah. Now that's what's up. So y'all seem like y'all all pretty tight then.
Yeah, we're definitely close. I always observe our relationship. I feel like my brother and my sister are closer because they're closer in age.
Okay.
And then like I have my own level of relationship with both of them.
But
recently
you get in where you fit in.
yeah. I serve a different purpose for both of them, but I help them out tremendously, like with their kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
So right now with my sister just, having a new baby, I've been helping her with getting my niece to school and different things like that.
No, that's huge.
Just trying to be more present and stuff like that. But I did want to mention, I do have other nieces and nephews. Okay. Which is tons.
Yeah.
I have something called the Bubby Clan.
Bubby Clan?
The Bubby Clan.
Bubby Clan. Okay, explain that one.
It's kind of almost like a little gang, right? So I'm Bubby, and then I got my clan members.
Okay.
And so that the clan is made up of my nieces and nephews, but then I have cousins who I grew up with, as like a sibling with. Okay. So their kids are also
all got in there
as well. Wow. But then, of course, I have people that are like my brothers or like my sisters in the faith and different things like that, where I refer to their kids as my nieces and nephews as well, because we have that kind of auntie relationship.
You pulling them off from everywhere, like adding them to and it's Bubby Clan.
Bubby
Clan. Wow.
Yeah. So we don't really go by too much anymore.
It's a squad, like it sounds like a lot of people. A lot of people. Like you can take over a small country, like hey,
take over a country.
Bubbies, hey, let's go, Bubbies. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all locked and loaded? That's what's up though.
Those are my dogs, and same thing. Pull up to family functions, and they say, "Kalyn, hey Kalyn."
Now that's what's up, man. they can feel that love and the connection with you, which is dope. I'm sure that even helps with what you're doing in the schools and stuff, like that, the ability for them to see your value and appreciate you and the connection. That's huge. Like that's where everything to me starts. Like if there's no connection, then we can't even get started. You know what I mean? Right. People shut off, they closed off, they don't want to talk. Absolutely. You never know what's going on, they quiet. Like, but when there's a connection, now they kind of have that reason and that safe space, like you said, creating that safe space for them to be able to share and whatnot. That's dope. So you were being an artist. Let me see. What was the first thing that you were doing? Let's go back to when you first started doing things with young people. What was that?
Music.
Okay.
Music is definitely one of the first things that kind of really gravitate, because I've been doing music since I was in like 5th grade. You know?
Wow. That's what's up. You said 5th grade, right?
5th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, I wrote my first song.
Let's go.
In the 5th grade, and it was actually around the time that my niece passed. I had wrote a little song for her, and I actually kind of had like a experience, like the day, maybe like a few days before her funeral, where I believe I seen her be welcomed into heaven. Wow. So I had a little song that I had wrote for her. Wow. And then after that, you know, that was 5th grade. So 7th grade, I kind of had embarked on this little journey to learn how to play the piano, and I had wrote a song called "Let Me Know."
Can you play?
No.
Oh man,
I can read music a little bit, but I can't.
Okay.
I wish.
Did you play enough for that song, like, or?
So it was just a little couple chords, you know, changing and different things like that. And I've, excuse me, I've had piano classes where I learned, and I was actually able to like, play songs and stuff like that. But it never really matriculated into anything greater.
Right, you just out here like.
Yeah, I wish.
Which one? What song y'all want?
I wish. And I wish that I was like, you know, ear trained and different things like that. But one thing I would say is God is intentional about how he develops our gifts.
Yeah, for sure. So one day you might be getting it in. I thought it was so cool to I think with Jamie Foxx back in the day, like just to be able to just be playing something and make up a song like on the spot and just be clowning and stuff, like that used to be so cool to me. Yeah. You know, I felt like I would love to be able to play, just to be able to do that. Like, then you got to host a party and invite a bunch of people just so you can do it in front of somebody. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
showing off.
You got to do it somewhere. Like,
this
old piano. Oh, this old thing.
Right. This is no big deal. Just something real slight. You know, trying to be humble.
1 or 2 keys on here.
Yeah, and be playing Beethoven for at least.
Right.
Past the
right.
You all in the chorus, all in the major.
Leaning with it and everything. Like.
Right. Like you Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder.
Right.
Doing too much. Right. Not too much. You doing enough. You curating the vibes, but still.
Yeah.
But still you showing out.
Yeah, man. Now Jamie talented though. He talented.
No, really.
But you got the vocals, like, so you could actually, I don't know if my vocals is up to par to be able to be, I mean, it would have, to me, like, look, you had to add it all, like, so I'd have to play a little bit of keys. Right. I ain't got to be cold at it, but just a little bit. Right. The vocals, just a little bit. Right. You know, I ain't got to kill it. And then I have to have a matching outfit to add a little bit to it. Right. And some special lighting, and now we have a moment. Right. You know what I mean?
Curating, okay? You are officially a producer.
Right, yes.
Not just an artist or a singer, but a producer. Yes. It's well thought out. Right?
Yes. Right. Yes, man. Now, I always wish I could sing, man. I feel like I can sing enough to, I mean, I've sang on my own tracks, and I don't think I've sang on anyone else. Huh?
You be making music?
You ain't heard yet, huh? They've been talking, man. It's ask your brothers, man.
This man got us performing, and he trying to just be the head of the tour. He don't want to get out there and set the tone for the stage.
I've had my time.
Well, we're gonna get into it on Saturday.
Now a couple cats, they've been saying it's time for me to get back, and they're like, we're gonna get you in the booth, bro. You come, we're gonna get you back in the booth. Like, but yeah, no, I had over 10 years. We had our own label. We signed artists. I've rapped in London, toured in London, music videos I shot over there. Like, yeah. So you didn't know none of that on the music video?
Hold on. Because I gotta go home and get my questions together. I was gonna be real surface level, straight tour.
Oh man, yeah,
Hold
man.
on.
I've enjoyed my time as an artist. The Apostle. That's what I went by.
Okay.
Yep. And I didn't want to. God said, "This is what I got for you." I was trying to tell another rapper he should be rapping for God because he was just talking about he had music and he had songs about corrupt cops, women, drugs, like God, like. And I was trying to tell him like, "Bruh, man, we be having these theological conversations.
Right.
You need to be rapping about God, bro. Like I know you know who He is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like." But yeah, so that's a story for another day. But yeah, God was like, "Nah, this is what I have for you."
Right. Right.
So, but yeah, anyway, yep. So I enjoy now helping to set up other people though, like with the tour and different things. Like I could always step in, do a song or do some music, speak, whatever. But it's dope to have the opportunity to help other people, give them. Like I just sent that text a minute ago. Like, yo, can these girls get on before I speak? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's huge. Like helping other people, you know, get in, either get in the game or get further along than wherever they are. But anyway. Back to you.
No, wait, can I say something though? Can I say something really quick?
Absolutely.
Because I know that this is a podcast specifically for parents, teachers, and principals, like people within the education field, people who are youth
and any youth,
advocates.
anybody work with youth,
But what you are doing is the epitome of like reaching back. And I feel like as youth advocates, as educators, as parents, as we're gonna get into that later, but the essence of what we do is literally reaching back. When we were having a conversation earlier and I was talking about something that I always preach to my students is it's not what you know, it's who you know. And a lot of times I've been in rooms where somebody reached back and threw me the alley-oop because they didn't have their time, or even if they didn't have their time or whatever the case may be, they found more gratification and more fulfillment in allowing me as a younger person to prosper and have that opportunity, you know, to be in the forefront. And I can't express to you how many people have came and said, Kalyn, I want to shine a light on you. We gonna build this whole thing around you. We gonna build this whole thing around your craft. And it's like, oh God, I've been praying, I've been asking you for things, and here come a person having the same conversation. So literally what you're talking about, just encouraging our viewers, like what the essence of what you do is literally just reaching back. And you may think that it's in vain, but like you talked about, the favor of God, the provision of God, it's unmatched. And I really had to rest in that because I was doing stuff. I done been so many places where people told me, oh, I want to get into fashion. I'm best friends with a person who in the fashion industry. Hey, let me hook you up with somebody. I'm doing stuff for him. And it's not just for the fashion industry, but it's a tons of industries, photographers or music or different things like that, reaching back, like the essence of what we do. And that should just really be what we do in life in general. But even as youth advocates and educators and in that realm, reaching back. Reaching back.
Message. Reach back.
Now back to me.
Reach back. Right. Nah, for sure. Yeah, you never know who knows what you've done or knows what your story is and all that and whatnot. And it's not something that, you know, is you gotta wave the banner like, hey, I did this, hey, I did that. Right. It's like, what is God doing right now? Right. You know what I'm saying? What is he doing now? And let me make sure I'm obedient to that, stewarding that, and helping, you know, whatever push for the kingdom. You know, it ain't about individuals, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's family, man. I love it. So anyway, just getting back to you and your tribe. You have your own army. Let me see what else. So the music, we were talking about the music. How did you start? Well, you said you wrote your first song in 5th grade. What was that about? And you said, because it was something you were talking about the keys. That's what we were kind of talking about.
Yeah. So my first song was like an honorary song for my niece who had passed away. And it's so crazy because like I'm drawing a blank, and that's why I didn't really want to bring it up.
Right. Hey, that wasn't yesterday though. Now.
Right. It's been
5th grade.
It's been 13 years, so it's been a while, a decade over.
Yeah.
A decade. That.
There you go. Yes. Say it. Yeah.
But it was an honorarium for her. The second song that I wrote was called Let Me Know, and that's when I was playing the keys and different things like that. And so it was really addressing like the issues that we face with kind of like police brutality, injustice, kind of thinking of like systemic racism, different things like that.
In fifth grade, look at you.
Yeah, and this is me now knowing what that stuff meant. It was more so like, oh, I got a lot of single mothers in my family, so I'm talking about the effects of raising kids alone and not having the father present, different things like that. Let me see. I think I remember the chorus.
Come on now. If you remember, let's go.
It said,
give them a sample.
Open up your heart, open up your mind, tell me something I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember the rap part.
Let's go.
It was about just kind of changing the narrative and being different. So it's so funny because even when you talk about, for me, getting started in music, I wasn't a singer at all. Like I was the kid that was like,
hold on, time out. She gonna just hit them. She gonna hit them runs. Talking about something, but I wasn't a singer.
No,
not me.
No, Kizzy.
What?
No, Kizzy. I'm gonna tell y'all. Like when I say God literally has a plan. So my older sister.
You ain't always sang like that.
No, I'm not even lying to you.
What?
My older sister, who I just shouted out.
Yeah.
She was the singer. Like she went to school of performing arts and everything.
Wow.
So she could sing. I was the kid, like when we go to birthday parties, my mom, my brother, they talk about it all the time. Like I'm in the middle dancing. It's a crowd around me. I'm dancing, I'm breakdown, I'm crumping, I'm all of that.
Let's go.
So when my niece passed away, that's when I began to like be able to sing. Like literally 5th grade, started singing. And when you talk about music, like, when you're on a bus, you're on the way to school or you're on the way home, you got somebody in the back, they freestyling.
Right,
so I would do little stuff like that, be in the back freestyling with the older kids, but never really was musically inclined how I am now.
Mm-hmm.
So
being a singer and will drop a bar on you in a heartbeat.
Right.
Gotcha. Right. And
So middle school came and I kind of started to like pour into that gift. When high school came, and I actually got saved in middle school, got baptized and different things like that. But when high school came, like I was consumed with music. I always tell people like, I literally would not do my homework because I was like listening to beats on YouTube on repeat. Only person in the house, just got home from school. Right. I'm listening to beats on repeat. I'm writing raps. And that's when it really kind of like sparked for me. When it really kind of like birthed for me. I also have experiences with like the prophetic. So I was singing background for my cousin in high school. She was a prophet, operating prophetic. Okay. So I kind of got into that world, that side of the faith as well.
Yeah.
So
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Man, talking about you can't sing.
I couldn't. I remember like being on the bathroom floor and my sister would be like, sing, do this note, sing this, sing that. And
was you hitting it or no?
I mean, for a little kid, I probably thought I was doing something.
Right.
Me being a singer, like dancing was no surprise to my family, but me being able to sing, that blew everybody out the water. Like my mom would tell you, my brother, everybody tell you couldn't sing.
Wow.
And then I popped up being able to sing. But one thing that I will say, I was never like an athletic kid outside of like dancing. So I never played basketball. I played tennis for a little bit in middle school. Like I tried to do stuff, but sports really wasn't my thing. Theater, that type of pathway, with acting, different things like that. I was a part of a theater company called Cincinnati Black Theater. They've been around for years. So I did that as a kid. And it just kind of matured. The gift just kind of matured. I do think that I probably could sing, but my voice just hadn't fully came in yet. So.
Right.
But also too, as being a praise and worship leader, like, and I'm not just saying this to toot my own horn, I definitely think you should stand on who you are, who God has called you to be. But I see how much of a powerhouse I am in terms of praise and worship,
Yeah,
like leading
yeah.
work, like worship just in general.
Yeah.
And in the words of Justice, I'm a dog.
I'm sitting here in my head going, well, hey, let Justice tell it, boy, because he told me.
Yeah.
And I look forward to, I think hearing you sing just now was, even though I heard your music, hearing you sing just now was like the first time I like heard you sing, you know what I mean? And then of course at the skating party, you killed it. And I was just like, and again, it's like doing so many different things. I'm trying to check out and support as we move, but sometimes it's not. And shout out to Pastor Pastor D,
Yes.
1G. Shout out my brother, because him and K Rowe, shout out to both of them brothers. They both told me, like, bro, make sure, and I'm gonna say this without crying, but they was like, make sure you sit down and enjoy what the vision God gave you is happening right now.
Yep.
So don't miss it. Don't be so busy and making sure everything is straight. Everybody was in spots doing their thing. Things were covered, but they was like, sit down, bro, and look at this. Look at what's going on right now. All these people here, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, it touched me, because it was like, I don't really think about it like that. I'm just trying to, be obedient. But shout out to them for just telling me, like, don't move so fast where you miss the journey too. You know what I mean? Like, man, yeah, for sure. Because I definitely wasn't thinking about none of that.
Yeah. And it's easy to get caught up in, like, when you hosting something and there's so many moving parts behind the scene, it's so easy to get caught up in that. But even like when I was just thinking, like, just hearing your vision, hearing your heart on it, and like, we need people who have like the tenacity and just the gut and the gall to, like, it gotta get done. Like, those are the people who shake nations. Those are the people who really change the course of things. And what I kind of seen as we were doing this, I'm like, there's no longer an excuse for people to say there's nothing for my kids to do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're creating
the
atmosphere, the spaces, the safe space for kids to come and be kids and be poured into with their faith, different things like that. And I just like, this is going to be greater. When you come in and you say, oh, I talked to so-and-so from this city, I talked to so-and-so from that city. I'm going to be honest with you. I was trying to get ahead on setting goals and different things like that in December. And I'm like, after April, it's just like blank. It's just like white. Like, I don't have no idea of what God is going to do.
Yeah.
And then you came and you said, yeah, I talked to somebody. We probably going to do that about July, September. I said, okay, God. So you want me to be clear. You want to clear my schedule because you were opening up doors. And so what just keep hitting me, and this is, from my life in general, but being connected to so many different things is just like greater works are we going to do? Greater is just greater in the atmosphere. And like I said, people don't have no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep saying, well, we don't have nothing. When we was kids, we used to do this, and we used to do that. It's here. Just show up.
Yeah, facts.
Just show up. Pay your money.
Facts.
Pay your money.
Right.
Show up.
Please, y'all, man, buy the tickets, man. Buy the tickets. This ain't even supposed to be about me. I mean, I guess it's still about you too, because you are a part of this tour, and what you bring to the table is so dope. There's two other young ladies, the tour guides, the Glory Sisters. Shout out to them. Like, I was sharing with them, they bring a whole nother element. Like, I was watching one of their videos, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, there's something that I saw in watching the video that reminded me of myself. And I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, I could see this would have been something that I was doing, like, especially like back in the day with the label stuff. But then I'm like, but they're doing it in a way and at a level that I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I need this. Like, they're bringing something to the table with it. And so just to finally connect with them, it was just like, man, and they was down. It's like, bro, whatever you need, like, man, we love what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. We good. Like, let's go. And it's just like, God just continues to not just build the reach, right? Like these other cities and stuff that want to be involved, but the family, like the core. Yes, is growing as well, man. And I'm honored, man, blessed to lock arms with y'all, man, and watch what y'all doing. Like I said, when you was out there rocking them, man, I'm like, oh, she on this? I was like, oh my God, she bringing this heat right here. And a couple of the other ones too, like, because when I was able to stop and watch for a minute, I'm like, dang. And then I got out there skating a little bit of, it's just like, man, recording everybody and whatnot. And y'all special, man. And for us, it's always been, for me, like with the label, if it's something that I see in somebody who's doing something for the kingdom, it's not about the namesake and who this, who that. If it's something I can do to help, just thrust them, just let me just give them a little so they can do more for the kingdom. Like, because when the anointing is there, the gifting is there, it's like, yo, I just want to be a part. How can I help you to do more, reach more? Because God's obviously doing something with you. Like, yo, sign me up on my jersey say Christ on the back. Like, this kingdom out here on the, so it's like, let's do it. Not on the back, I guess Christ would be, that's the name of the athlete. I guess the front would say kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, but you get what I'm saying. But anyway, so
I'm sorry, we can't. I guess I did want to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back on this. I'm gonna go down. But one thing that I will say about MJ and Casey, I remember I met them. I think MJ is from here, but Casey's from Chicago, I believe. And they've been doing what they've been doing for maybe about 2 years, maybe even 3. And when I met them, Casey is actually cousins of a cousin. And so she came up and she introduced them to me, but they've always been genuine. From the first time that I met them, they've always been genuine and they're radical. And one thing that I would say, like, I can truly say, like, I've been saved since I've been a kid. Like, I've been in church my whole life. I'm a sad note. I really believe my pastor, they were just talking about this. They were talking about the story when Mary and I can't remember what the other lady name is, but it's John's mom, when they came up and they said the baby leaped. He quoted John that. Baptist. And my mom, she was on the call. She was falling. That was Bible study. But I always say, like, man, like, I really can tell that I've been saved because with certain sounds in the church, it just does something to me that, like, I can't really control. So I know it's been in me since a baby. Like, this is stuff that I experienced way back when. So I say that to say that I've been saved all my life. I've been saved since I've been a kid. And for me, my walk with Christ has been, okay, I'm kind of in a low moment. And then, like, I'm back reading my word, I'm back worshiping, I'm back praying, and just kind of going through that. I won't call it a teeter-totter, but just the highs and lows of faith. The walk But this new generation, they were in the world doing what they was doing. God came and saved their life. And they're radical. Like, we talk about the radical believer, but the way that they carry themselves is relentless. Like, their push is relentless. And that embodiment, Casey and MJ, the Glory Sisters, they have that. So when you said that you were bringing them on, I'm like, oh, shoot, let's go. We might have to get in the studio, collab on some songs or something like that so we can. Hey, there it is. Ain't nothing but a text away. Look, hey. Right. But when you said that they were going to be tour guides, I'm like, how did I not think about that? But, like, that was mind blowing to have somebody be the face, to have somebody interview kids and pour into kids and just be electric and just
doing what they do. Just like, be you.
Perfect opportunity. And it's even the way that we've blended. One of the things that really bothers me about the CHH space in Ohio, I'll just say Ohio, is everybody got their cliques. Everybody, I'm with this movement over here, I'm with that movement over there. And it's like, why are we so separate? Even we go to events and different things like that, and everybody popping out, everybody here, but again, this clique is over there, this clique sitting in the back, and they with they people. And I've been blessed, being one of the few girls who rap and who is a part of that space and know people even before it came to the music. I've been blessed to kind of be a floater and, like, talk to everybody like that. But being able to build a family, like, a couple weeks before we did the skating thing, me and 1G, we went to the studio. I'm on 2 of his songs and his upcoming EP.
Oh yeah, I know.
He came.
I heard it.
Right? He was like, I heard it. You need to come out here and rap with me. I'm like, I don't have my verse down. And I was rapping. I'm like, I kind of do, but I don't want to get out there and not give you my best. So I ain't going to do that. And I don't want to be reading on my phone. But Just even the relationship that I've been able to build with him. Me and him, we've done so many different things, spanning from August all the way up into this tour.
Wow.
We've done so many things, and
wow.
He has been so genuine. Like, I'm like, man, I have met people that's genuine like him, but he's genuine for real. And even just the members of his church, meeting people and then seeing them out and about, they're showing up to stuff, and we're talking to them and making friends with his youth and different things like that. Like we were changing the narrative, and like you said, that family element, that unity element coming together and just like banding together, and not like, oh, we just at the same event.
Right.
Nah, this all of our event. We all turning up, and I'm supporting you. I'm talking to you. It amazes me.
Yeah,
it amazes me just how God is really moving and just transforming things through what you were obedient to.
Yes. So, nah, that's dope too, because I had met him. He was on the podcast, and just like ours, I would say is going just as well. But people were saying like, "Yo, man, that's your boy? Like, y'all grew up together and stuff." And it was like, "Nah, we met 2 days before that." Like, we had met like the day before that.
Wow.
Like because I was just trying to connect with the youth pastors, youth ministers, to share about the tour and how we ain't replacing y'all. We supplemental to y'all, you know. And plus, as teens are giving their life and accepting Christ, we need to be able to plug them into these churches, right? And so I couldn't wait to meet them. And it was like, we got to connect. And that first sit down was a couple hours. Like, we was sitting there forever and just going through, had experienced some of the same things. And just, it was so many. It was just like, this is a brother already, you know what I mean? And to this day, like, I shoot him a text in a heartbeat. We talk probably every day, and at some level, you know what I mean? And he's there, like, he responds, and we'll go back and forth, we jump on the phone, whatever. But it's like that for sure. They's like, y'all chemistry, and y'all was clowning and like, no, we just met, like.
And that's how you know that stuff is genuine and it's really kingdom. Driven like that. I got the Holy Spirit, you got the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit got us
on one accord. Man. Like, I love it. I love it.
It definitely makes a difference, and I would say even in like really getting into other spaces in terms of the music, and as doors and opportunities open up and going places, I seen things and I'm like, man, y'all ain't genuine. Like, y'all ain't pushing me to like, dang, I need to go home and get my word, because y'all was Bible thumping. And I ain't never heard that story before. Let me go home and get my word. But even outside of like, kind of dealing with that and different things like that, like, just is it being love. Like, when I say I've been places and like I felt so separate or felt so outcasted, like, dang, I'm just coming up to speak to you, and you kind of like side-eyeing me, and like you got a boundary up, and I'm like, I'm trying to holler at you.
Man.
Hold on. It makes a world of a difference when people are operating with the kingdom mindset and with the Holy Spirit. So it's been great.
Yeah, it feel like we all have known each other for years. Some of us have, but and then the other thing is the connections that are made. Like, man, I was in probably 10 different rooms with this person for the last 15 years, but we never met, you know, and then this person like, oh, that's your cousin, or oh, that's your best friend. Man, I know him. And and it's like all like just for God's timing to fall in place, it's like, his plans are so perfect. But anyway, man, just, I love it, man. I love the team. I love, every element of it. Even one brother of mine, I'm not even gonna call him out. He wasn't marketing his stuff like he could have, but we had a great conversation. He was just like, bro, like, you was moving at a completely different speed. Like, bro, like, your stuff, he said, I learned so much, man. Like, everything you did was for a reason. It had a purpose. It was the way you thought it out. And he was like, bro, I was just like, man, this is wild. Like, I'm not ready for this. Like, but it was just cool because we were, as brothers, like kingdom should be, able to say, look, I was disappointed in this. How did this happen? Well, this is how this happened. This is how I feel about things. Great. Well, how do we move forward? How can I help you with this? How can I help you with that?
Right.
And it ain't no love lost. We closer now than, you know what I mean, than we was before.
Relationship.
I'm like, bro, look, if anything helped you, stay where you are and just keep watching. And of course, anything I can do help, to help
Right.
you, whatever, let me know.
Right.
And it's something had hit me too. I recently reached out to him. I was like, yo, this is something that I could see you doing, with the youth, and call it the Holy Spirit dropped it in my spirit or whatever to share with them. But he was like, man, I'm about to cry just thinking about doing that. Like that
Right.
makes so much sense. And I can
Wow.
see myself doing it. I was like, bro, that's baseline. That's a basic boom.
Right.
That's a place to get started. You know what I
Right.
mean? But it's something doable. It's realistic. It's doable. And I do believe that, God is behind it and it's going to produce fruit. Like, 100%.
That's